Hey guys, Brito here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2019, and here we are with our Rags2Riches series, part number 19, I believe. We've moved to a brand new map. This map is Lipinki, version 3.1. So I have $270,000, no loan. So let's grab our extra 120 out of the bank, which is from Maypole Farm. Still need to pay that back, send it back to them, wire transfer, that sort of thing. This map is very interesting. It is it's a decent sized map. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's pretty good. Big field, medium sized fields, a lot of small fields and that sort of stuff, so it's pretty good. We're starting off with a little bit of land down here, which is the only thing that we've got at the moment. I'm going to go straight into our farmhouses. Now, I do have the updated version of the timber house with shed. I'm not going to use that just in case it doesn't work properly. But I do have the timber frame house. So let's go over to our area, which is over here. So this is our little area here that we own. So we come in, we've got a little storage area here for a couple of tractors. We've got a little storage area here for whatever we may want to put in there later on. And a little house as well here in the middle. This can be our helper's cottage, I guess we can call it. So I want to put in our house or our cottage, maybe like over here under the tree somewhere. There we go, done. So that is our little cottage. Let's go into landscape mode. I want to grab where are we? Some mud. So we come through into here and sort of run down towards our house like that. Another little bit, run down towards our house, down to there we go. And we have a little bit of gravel coming out the front door, so let's add to the gravel if we can get the right one. There we go, add to the gravel, sort of just a little bit of a path all the way down to there. And then of course, sort of a path there which goes to where we are parking our vehicle if we ever happen to buy one. Alright, so we have 371,000 still left at the moment. There's lots of land around. 305,000, 137, which is just grass, I think. 365, there's 163 around this area here. Field 2 is 135. So it's pretty expensive, some of the fields around here. A lot of money for some of the areas. Like 94,000 is not bad for little field 19, field 18. But I think what I was going to do is start with field 2. There's a little bit of an area here which we're not really going to use, but if we have a look at that on the map, turn around the other way, head down towards where we are, field number 2. So this is field 2 here. So there's a little bit of an area here that we can possibly clear out at some stage and turn it into another field if you like. You want to do a bit of tree cutting and that sort of stuff. So this is field 2. This is our field we just purchased. So first of all, we're going to need a harvester. We do have the Potop, the Rostel Mash, and the Fort Street. I was thinking we might stick with the Fort Street colors and stick with. Let's go red. Red with red, or red with black. Alright, buy that. So that's our harvester. We're going to go with our Fort Street header as well, which is completely different to the harvester, which is fine. We need to go with a plow. 1.5 meters, 3 meters, or we can go with a Discarawa. No, that just cultivates. Yep. Subsoil that can be used instead of a plow. There's nothing really that sort of stands out that I think is sort of old school. An old school cultivator we're going to use. I think we'll go with the Fort Street as well. The Fort Street blue one there. The plow will go with the Fort Street as well. Sort of stick to what we're going with at the moment. Seeders. We have the Fort Street A 203, which is fairly wide, 9 meters wide, but I think that's probably the only one we can go with. It's the only one that we have, which is Fortschritt. It's more than 9 meters, though. It has to be more than 9 meters. Planters we're not going to worry about. Crop protection, we do need to grab this guy. So he's going to be able to fertilize and weed as well. We need to spread some lime, which we don't have anything available mod-wise except for this guy. Now, I don't know how that guy is going to go. We did have issues at Maypole Farm with that. We don't need manure spreaders or slurries or weeders or anything at the moment. Like, we could use this guy, but it's bloody tiny. Still haven't found a windrower. Still haven't found any tedders. Still haven't found any loading wagons other than these guys. But yeah, so next thing, tractors. I was going to go with one of these Fortschritts. So the 323, I don't know how it's any different from the 320, but we'll go the 323. Have a look, can we have rear twin wheels, rear narrow twin wheels, which doesn't really look like rear narrows. Can this guy have narrow tires? Okay. Front loader attacher, which is good. I don't think this guy had just narrow, did he? No, so let's go to 320 with the narrow tires. Front loader attacher, yes. Design, we want the beacon light. Configuration, is this the color? We'll go blue. Rim color, doesn't really matter. I think we'll go white. Alright, there we go. So we've got our Fortschritt standard harvester here. If we go back through our equipment, we've got our 100 horsepower tractor. We've got our plow, needs 80 horsepower. He needs 90 for our cultivator. Seeder needs 90. That guy needs 30. So we've got more than enough power to get things done. But now the question is, what do we need, or what do we want to be able to unload this harvester? And then the next thing is, let's back over here. Let's see if we can change this to blue. Everything else is pretty much blue. We don't want a red harvester, everything else is blue. Alright, let's go customize. Black. Can we get the blue? We can. Customize. There we go. Doesn't make much difference, but I certainly think that blue fits better than what we're doing. Before we go anywhere, let's grab our other heaps of Rostel Mash ones. The Fortschritt header in blue, because we are going to need that after we're finished with this header that we have at the moment. So, alright, we'll get this guy down to the field, get him started. Still looking at uploading the save file after episode 20, so next episode we'll definitely upload the bus stop. Guy waiting for the bus. We'll definitely upload this save file after the end of episode 20, so you'll need to download the Lipinki farm. All of these mods you will need to find yourself. I'm not going to sit there for an hour or two and put all the special mods in a special folder and all that sort of stuff. I just do not have the time. If you want to play my Rags2Riches series, you'll need to find these mods yourself. You just go to farmingsimulator19mods.com, type in Fortschritt. You get all of these Fortschritt mods. Type in Lipinki for Lipinki farm, of course, and any of the other mods I have in game. You can either start the game without them, or you can start the game with them. It's completely up to you. So it's the same as the timber frame house. Just type in timber frame house and it should come up in the farmingsimulator19mods.com. So as I said, I'm not going to go and manually put everything in there. It's just going to take way too bloody long for me to do that. So yeah, anyway, we'll head down to field number 2, which is just over here. Might see if I can duck between these fields with this guy, because he's pretty bloody slow. And we're going to have to sort out what we're going to unload this guy with. We're going to hire or buy a truck. Are we going to get another tractor and a trailer? What's our plans? We'll have to have a look. we'll just set him up ready to go first, and see what happens. I don't think he will harvest the entire field without having any drummers because of the trees and all that sort of stuff, especially the other end. But we'll set him up down here at the start and go from there. So as far as the sale points go, there is a fair few sale points. I have no idea what all these mean, so I can't read it to you. It's obviously in another language. I don't know what. Can we unfold? Unfold. There we go. I don't know what language it's in. I don't know what. Where did the sound of the harvester go? Oh, there it is. It's gone really quiet all of a sudden. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what language it's in. Any of that sort of thing. And this is why I certainly think that that is not 9 meters. I might say it's 9 meters, but I don't think it is. Let's grab you and move you back. I want to see quickly as well if we go into here, and go liquid fertilizer, which will end up down here. If we load this up, can we unload this guy again after that? I hope so. Yep, unload we can. Awesome. It's exactly what I wanted to see. Just that way we can have both solid fertilizer, solid liquid fertilizer, and also herbicide at our farm, and we can use it with anything that we have here. Right, so I'm going to move this guy up here, out of the way somewhere. Our beacon's on. Grab this guy as well, move him out of the way. I think this is probably too much of overkill, to be honest. I really think it is. We might use it that once and just see how it goes. So we're going to need some seed. I think we'll grab 4 bags maybe. Open the covers and we'll go and fill this up. Look, there certainly is a weird hitbox on the front there. Might have to manually move this out of the way now. I don't think this mod is quite the right one to go with. Can we unload? We can't unload. Okay. No, I certainly am not happy with this mod at all. Let's get rid of it. As much as we're going to lose money out of that, I'm not going to use something that I don't think is quite up to our standards. So I think we did use that one before, didn't we? And that wasn't very good. So this one or this one, that's 500 liters. So that's probably, actually, no, that's fine. It's kind of a weird looking machine though compared to this guy. I think we'll go this guy. We've used him before. It's only 400 liters, so we're going to have to come back and fill him up several times, I think. We'll open the top, we'll fill him up. At least this once. We'll go and move him out of the way over here as well. And then we're going to look at either a trailer or a truck. Alright, so that header can stay there because we can't really move it anywhere. Can we fold this? Yes, we can. Awesome. We can fold this guy up. Unfortunately, there's no front 3-point hitch or anything on this guy, so sort of just stuck with what we've got at the moment. Although, let's have a look at our front loaders. I don't think we have, no, a modded version. Rabe or Azul. I think that colour might be the closest we're going to get. I think Azul's too light. Now, will this work properly? I know we've had drums with this before. Yep, that'll work fine. Awesome. Then we're going to have to go. We're going to need a bucket. We're going to need bale claws. So I think if we grab this guy, that'll be one of the things we need, and we're going to need a bucket of some sort later on. Probably not right now, but get that now just in case. Have a look at trucks. We have the Gaz for 48,000, which is one I was sort of looking at, but I think it's a little bit too dear. Is he in here? The Kiravets. I was looking at this guy too. This guy's pretty cool. Certainly going to look at getting this guy eventually for the field once we get up to the bigger sort of fields. That guy is bloody awesome. That's not too bad. So we're probably going to have to get. I'd love to get a truck, but we just don't have the money unless we lease the Gaz, which is probably too tall anyway for what we have. So we might just need to grab a trailer and another tractor. So we've got the trailer there for the Gaz, which isn't too bad. What are we going to go with? I like these guys, but these guys are probably... I don't know, they're not bad actually. It's not a bad looking trailer. That guy's 3,000, that's 9. That's probably too cheap. This guy's not bad either, but don't know how it'll go. Not really sure what is going on there. Design color, what does that change? Let's go red. Not much. Yeah, so which one? Which one? So I like these guys. It's not a bad looking trailer, that one. Yellow, blue. Let's go this guy. Sort of fits. We're going to need a tractor for it now though. 54,000. We don't have anything suitable to tow it there, so another tractor. Our Fort Streets, we sort of don't have the money for a Fort Street at all. We've got this, the Raconica, the open cab. Let's go that guy. See if he will pull that along. Should be able to. Really old school looking thing. So it's not a massive amount of weight in the trailer. Probably will be eventually, but I think that sort of fits. Try and sneak through before we hit anybody. Right, so we'll head down to our field and we can unload using this guy. Pretty decent size trailer. Plenty of people walking around. Some very, very nice buildings. Some great attention to detail. There's a fair few sell points around. So what are we actually harvesting? Sunflowers, I believe. What has the best price for sunflowers? The Elevator, this guy, which is where? Right next to where we're harvesting, so that's going to work out well. It really is. Here's the sawmill. Logs there, wood chips on the left. The gates at the front we need to open ourselves. Another sort of forest area here. Another field right out the front with nothing on it at the moment. There should be a path up here which should head around to our field, hopefully. So I know this tractor is really tiny, but certainly fits with what we're going for, the old school sort of thing. And when we start bringing in a little bit more money, if it starts to rain, we can actually put a cover on this tractor as well, which will help. So I'm going to need some mowing attachments as well. I'm going to need some loading wagon thing as well. There's a lot of stuff we're sort of going to need for our mowing back at the farm. Where's he going? So he's still missing a fair bit at the end here, but we will come back and touch all that up. Not sure what he's thinking he's going to hit there. Yeah, I don't know. Sneak along. Look, what were we hitting with then? Right, so 7 miles per hour. Let's stop you here. We'll unhire the worker for a second, because I want to do a run that way anyway. But we'll unload as much as we can into the trailer. This, I'm not sure about this harvester. It might be the one that we're having issues with. I know there is 2 of these Fort Street harvesters I've downloaded. One was a pack, one wasn't a pack, but this sort of the sound on this harvester is not working like it was on our Rags2Riches series, so we might have brought the one that we didn't buy in the Rags2Riches series, so we're going to have a look at sort of changing it, unless it's just really, really quiet. I think it's just really, really, really quiet compared to everything else. The sound is still at 80%, yep, so that should all be fine. Saving every 5 minutes, I want to do that just in case we have any dramas, which we have had in the past. So we're not going to get a massive yield from this field, unfortunately, because of it needing to be ploughed, needs to be limed, needs to be fertilized as well. So yeah, it's not the best field to buy straight away, but I think the majority of all the fields on this map anyway all needed the same thing. So let's grab our plough. Tiny, tiny baby plough. Take this front-loading attachment back to the farm, I think, and take it off. We don't really need it at this point in time, so we can actually get rid of it. Oh god, some lag there. Hashtag lag spike. Right, so yeah, the traffic sort of might only be going one way, but still not bad. Right, so dirt road should be on our left up here somewhere. Another road there with a whole heap of fields and some more buildings over there. There's a sawmill there, as we've seen before. So we'll head back this way. So this tractor is really loud compared to that harvester. See, I don't know if that harvester might have an issue, so we might have to look at changing that up between episodes. So depending on how much we get done this episode and next episode will be where you guys can start from on save game 20, or save game from episode 20 I should say. So yeah, also from what I've seen with the new update Giants 1.3 beta, we should be able to put grass down on the ground and have it grow, but I can't seem to get it to work. Maybe it's because I'm in custom maps and not the original maps. I don't know, but I'll have to sort of look into that again and see what's going on there. Right, so back at the farm, let's head in with these attachments, stick them in here out of the way. Okay, well we'll attach the front first. No. Attach you there, and then take you off. There we go. And then we can head to the field. Get this guy sorted. So allow create fields, all that sort of thing. You can't actually turn the plough, which is fine. It's only a 1.5 meter plough too, so this, yeah, it's going to take us a little while to get this done. Obviously, once we get the Kiravets and we can buy bigger ploughs, if we can find any more that sort of fit the old school environment, we'll be able to sort of increase the size of our equipment, cultivators, our ploughs, our seeders, all that sort of thing. But this is what we're going to have to use for now. We won't have to plough that many times. Oh Jesus, this thing's doing wheelies like crazy. Right, so how is he going? Can't even see him. He must be at the other end of the field. So try not to run over everything. Oop, we go lower this guy down. I need to work out sort of where it's going to go. I think if we line ourselves up and try and stay around 0, it should be alright, but I'm going to hit higher worker just to get him moving. Jump in tractor here and go and unload a little bit more. Still missing a little bit at the end of the field here, so I might have to do another run. Might have to do 2 runs at each end, I think. Right, so what is this hitting on? Nothing. Something. There's something there that it's hitting on. I'm not quite sure if it's a trailer or the back of the tractor where the usual top of the cab would go. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, we'll follow him down. He's missed heaps here for some reason. So obviously going to have to get this harvested. I'm going to have to get the header back. Actually, probably sell the header, I'd say, and then get the harvester back to the shop and finish off. Well, not finish off, but pick up that other header that we've got up there ready for our grains. That's might only be narrow, but he's going pretty quick. So hopefully, if we have a look at a soil composition, he should be able to get all of that done. He's doing a ripper job. Right, so I might do a full run this way and start the harvester up at this end again, because he's going to catch us a lot quicker than I thought he would. There's only a few rows in between us and him now, so get this run. Okay, so he's missed a bit at that end, but there's nothing there that he should be scared of or should be hitting, so I'm not quite sure why he hasn't gone all the way to the end, but that doesn't matter. Right, let's I'll do another run this way and then head back to the north. Yeah, north. Hopefully we can at least get one full trailer load of sunflowers to sell this episode. There we go, and I'll have to look at these harvesters and stuff at the end of the episode and try and get the right one. Because obviously that one is really bloody quiet. It's not the right one that we used last episode in our last series at Maypole Farm. So we'll have to go again. So hopefully you guys like the idea of starting at a new farm. I've moved from where we were before. So probably just change suburbs, I guess you could say. So we're going from somewhere in Russia to somewhere else in Russia. There's my phone going off without timer. So how much are we going to have? Probably not a full load, but we might take this down, tip it off, make sure the sell point works, and then we can continue on from there next episode. So what I'll do is I'll get all this done off camera, this harvesting, and then we can come back and we're ready to cultivate and stuff. What do we need? 90 horsepower. What have you got? 65. So not enough for that, but do you have enough for seeding? You do. So you can seed, but you can't cultivate. Alright, let's quickly, before we do anything else, stop you. Let's do another run this way, because there's no reason why you should be stopping like that. Then we'll come back to here and we'll head back up that way. So the other thing we can do is sort of cut this field short so we can plant, well not plant, oh wrong button, we can put down grass as a texture and then put down obviously our grass patch over the top, which will then mean that we will have grass growing here, but we won't be able to go the full end with harvesting anymore. Which will be better for us with our hired workers, but it will mean less income, I guess, as far as that goes. But we'll still have a little bit of room to mow around the outside here. Right, so let's head this way, try and take our first load of sunflowers. Not a full load, but a load to bring in a little bit of money this episode. Have a little bit of extra money to spend next episode. Right, so nothing that way. Ooh, car coming this way. We'll let him go first. There we go. And now we do have the front loading attachment. Do we have a front loader log fork? We do. So we can cut these trees down manually by hand and load them up onto a trailer and sell them as well. Clear that whole forest. Right, so we come to our first sell point. We're going to have to manually open these golden gates and make our first deposit of sunflowers. Certainly is a unique sort of sell point. It might be a little bit hard for us to get out of here. It's a pretty tight area. There's a truck there full of grain. He's obviously loading up to take somewhere, probably to export it somewhere. So $16,000 for that first little bit of sunflowers. So we're going to make pretty good profit off this field, even though there's not a great deal of preparation work being done. But rightio guys, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode so far. If you have, as always, smash that like button, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the new map, the new farm, and the equipment we've got. If you've changed anything, or if you'd keep it as we have, let me know. If you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet guys, please do so. It's been Brito, thanks for watching. See you again soon, alongside the road.